Welcome back, everyone, to the New Orleans Saints franchise. Season number 5, I think. Madden 23 is 2022. So we had 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So yes, this is season number 5. Whew, it's been a minute since we got into this series, but I'm impressed with how we've created this roster. How we've formulated this roster. Yes, Jameis Winston is still here as a backup quarterback, though. Stephen Flynn, the rookie quarterback, taking us all the way to a Super Bowl victory, of course, against the Kansas City Chiefs, who actually beat us in season number 1's Super Bowl. So, kind of a nice way to cap this series off is to get a little bit of revenge on that franchise for beating us in season number 1. You know, all things considered, I think that just looking from a far away distance here on this franchise, I think this is one of the more fun ones that I've done in the past, simply because it was the most challenging. You had a lot of aging veterans on this team. You had a lot of salary cap hurdles to jump through. Plus, we had that connected Cajun 6 franchise or dynasty in college football revamped. Quarterback there, Ferdinand Giroux for the Eagles, was one of those top players for the UL Monroe Warhawks. And so I've never really done that with a Madden series, is actually dedicate another side series in NCAA 14 to connect the universes together. So this one was very unique. It was very fun for me, but as you know, Madden 24 is out now and we need to move on. Right? And we definitely need to move on because we are 1-6 and some of these games are pretty close. 31-20 loss against the Chiefs there in week number 7. Got a nice victory the week ahead or the week before. But here at the midpoint of the season, we are 25th in offense and 30th in defense. That's not good. Stephen Flynn, 8 interceptions, 12 touchdowns. He's kind of having a sophomore slump. And maybe even a Super Bowl hangover, just a little bit. He does get some progression. He is a superstar X Factor now. He was a superstar dev. Now he's an X Factor. But he didn't even have 8 interceptions at all last year. He was 39-6 on that Super Bowl winning team. Now, just kind of looking and getting a feel for what we're doing here offensively, we are spreading the ball around quite a bit. Callaway, Whitlock, Olave, all those guys have similar reception totals, but we're just not punching it into the end zone for whatever reason. Most of the team that's coming over is pretty much the same as it was last year, but I think we're just hitting kind of that Super Bowl lull, if you will, across the team. It's affecting the team offensively, defensively. It's happening everywhere. As we go ahead and simulate the rest of this season, we went 3-14. So you want to talk about a worst to first? How about a first to worst situation there? A lot of losses there in the middle part of the season, and a lot of close ones at that. 24-21 loss there. I saw another 3-point loss in there as well. And Flynn with 30 touchdowns and 14 picks. That's a far cry from where he was last year. Just kind of a disappointing season all the way around. Production-wise, performance-wise, 3-14. Just kind of a sucky way to end the series, but, you know, it is what it is. Maybe the problem was Trevor Penning. 20 sacks this season. He had more sacks given up than he had games played. Played 17 games and he had 20 sacks. That is terrible. Then you can argue, is it on the quarterback or, not getting rid of the football? Is it on Penning completely? You could have that debate. But, defensively as well, we just didn't force a lot of turnovers, not a lot of interceptions. And I'm going to go with it. I think Trevor Penning was the problem. 20 sacks in 17 games. He was the league leader across all offensive linemen with sacks. It wasn't good. It wasn't very good. Some familiar names up top here. You got Bourgeois, Willows, Ty Butler, Jake Matt. Obviously, Jeff Young is in there. J.J. Smith, Ronnie Good. Clint Turner, Rain Rowe, Cooper Caddick, Philip Maynard. You guys remember all of these names. Ackley, Formulatia. A lot of custom prospects there. Elliott Sandage got some playing time. 10 touchdowns, 2 picks. Cheltenham. You got William Hayes in there too. Saw him. And of course, Lucas Key. You guys remember Lucas Key? He was one of our early season quarterbacks for ULM. Now this guy, Clint Turner, he's all the way up to an 84 overall, playing for Philadelphia. Remember, Ferdinand Giroux was drafted number 1 overall, right? Well, he had 2 attempts this year, and he still has his hidden dev, meaning he didn't meet the down requirement in order to unlock it. Well, Clint Turner, this man had like 47% completion percentage in college at the Cajun 6 level for Pittsburgh. So he was awful, yet he still got drafted, and yet somehow he's still performing and producing. It's just crazy. Now, you might have saw some of those custom prospects winning awards. We had a couple of Rookie of the Year candidates there that were from Cajun 6. Plus, Travis Willows from Washington, getting drafted by Seattle. This is back in year number 1. His hometown, right? And winning the MVP. He does have to take on another Cajun 6 quarterback, Jake Matt, that we saw in our own postseason run a season ago. And Jake Matt knocks him off. And then he's going to knock off Tampa Bay as well. He's going to knock off Tyler Huntley, who is just amazing in this game, apparently. So the Super Bowl, Cincinnati against Washington. Not the best color combo matchup for a Super Bowl, in my opinion. But take a look. Washington beats Cincy 34-28. Jake Matt is your Super Bowl MVP. I love it. I love it. We have a Super Bowl winning Cajun 6 quarterback. Yes, finally. He's the first one. He's the first one. Giroux, who knows? He probably could have done it. He was good enough to do it. Travis Willows didn't do it. He didn't get there. Jeff Young from Georgia Tech for Carolina didn't do it. Stephen Flynn did, but he's not a true Cajun 6 QB. Didn't come from La Tech. Didn't come from Grambling. He didn't come from ULM. Tulane quarterback. He got it done. So guys, that's actually it for the series, man. That's it. Yeah, the New Orleans Saints franchise is over. We did what we set out to do about 12 months ago, is win the Saints franchise a Super Bowl and tick and tie things from a college universe into the series. So I had some fun with it. Could it have been a little bit faster? I've done a little bit better with upload schedule, or could I have done the little things differently with this? Yeah, I probably could have. But it was a lot to juggle. I probably won't be doing something like this big for a while. Trying to manage 2 different football franchises / dynasties at the same time. Probably not going to do that. But if you guys enjoyed that concept, we can kind of do something like a hybrid type of thing where it's more sped up. If you like the fact that you have this connected universe, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you're interested in that. But if not, if I don't hear from you, then I'll just kind of plan on doing a Madden 24, a couple of like long rebuilds, sprinkle in some gameplay from those rebuilds. But I want to dive in. I want to dip my toes into the rebuild side of things with Madden instead of just a franchise. Do I want to do a franchise this year? Yes, but I think I'm going to save it until the game gets a little bit more polished, because as you guys know, with the live service type things now, the game never releases fully polished. Remember when we used to like go out and buy games from cartridges, right? You'd go out to Meijer, or you'd go out to GameStop, and you'd tell the lady, like, I want what's behind the glass door right there. I want Super Mario 64. Thank you very much. I want Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball 64. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Like, everything had to be packaged, and everything had to be ready to be played and playable on day one. It's none of this stuff where, it's August release date, but we'll get to it in October. Well, you're paying $100 for this video game for early access, and then in October, that's when we're going to give you like the full thing. Like now it's polished, now it's ready to go. It's been out for 2 months and now we're ready to go. That's a little frustrating, but I think I'm gonna wait off. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait for an actual franchise to be done on the channel, and we're gonna do it in a little bit more of a sped up process, sprinkling some gameplay highlights and stuff, kind of get you a feel for how the franchise is going. Plus, I do have some other kind of cool ideas that I haven't seen really done before in the Madden space. As far as a franchise goes. So, but in the early going for the next couple of weeks, just kind of expect just these long type of rebuilds, things that might take 6 to 7 seasons before you actually start seeing the fruits of your labor, right? Good drafts, managing the salary cap correctly, making realistic moves, things of that nature. So that's it, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. Unfortunately, I wish I could have brought you more Saints, but I think 4 seasons, 5 seasons worth of gameplay, I think that was good enough. That's really kind of what I wanted to do with it anyway, is have a plan. Saints, kind of the goal of that series was just to make the playoffs every single season despite the cap issue, so that was kind of the challenge in the background, and then of course tying in a college aspect too kind of made it fun for the viewers. Hope you found it fun, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.